My story begins with a fire, but that wasn't the first flame that tried to consume my world. You see, before the inferno that devoured my home, I had already lost everything that made life worth living. My name is James, and this is my story of how music saved me when there was nothing else left. Picture a modest house in a quiet neighborhood. Inside, a family of three: myself, my wife Sarah, and our daughter Luna. Every evening, I'd pull out my old Gibson guitar, and Luna would curl up next to me, her eyes bright with wonder. "Play the Star Song, Daddy," she'd whisper, and I'd strum the lullaby I wrote the day she was born. But life has a cruel way of rewriting your happiest melodies. It started with Sarah's migraines, simple headaches, we thought, nothing serious, until the day she collapsed in our kitchen. The diagnosis hit like a thunderclap: stage 4 brain tumor. Our insurance company, the same one we'd faithfully paid for 15 years, found a loophole. Pre-existing condition, they claimed. Just like that, we were on our own. I sold everything: my car, my instruments, even my father's watch. But medical bills are hungry beasts. They devour savings, dreams, and hope with equal appetite. Sarah fought for 2 years before the cancer won. I thought I had hit rock bottom, but life wasn't done with me yet. Luna developed the same symptoms 6 months later. Different tumor, same story. This time, I couldn't even afford the treatments that might have saved her. I watched my little girl, my ray of sunshine, fade away in a hospital room that smelled of antiseptic and broken dreams. For 7 years, I haunted our empty house like a ghost. No power, no running water, just memories and crushing debt. Then came the fire. Started 3 blocks down, they said. By the time I grabbed Sarah's photo and Luna's favorite teddy bear, the flames were already licking at our doorstep. I stood in the street that night, watching 17 years of memories turn to smoke. The insurance company found another loophole. No payout, no help, nothing. But here's the thing about losing everything: it teaches you what can never be taken away. I found myself under a highway overpass, my voice, and a borrowed guitar, my only possessions. And I started to sing, not because I wanted to, but because I had to. Every note was a defiance against despair. Every chord, a tiny rebellion against fate. People started to listen, not just homeless folks or hurried commuters, but really listen. They heard something in my voice, the sound of someone who had been broken but refused to stay shattered. My songs became their stories too. Stories of loss, of struggle, but most importantly, of survival. That's when I realized, sometimes you have to lose your voice to find it. Sometimes the world has to burn everything you have before you can rise from the ashes and become who you were meant to be. Today, I still sing under that overpass, not because I have to anymore. Local gigs and a growing YouTube channel have given me a roof over my head. I sing because every note reminds someone out there that their story isn't over, that as long as they have breath in their lungs and a song in their heart, they're not done yet. So let me ask you again, what does it take to keep singing when life has stolen your voice? It takes everything you have, and then it takes everything you didn't know you had. But most importantly, it takes the courage to open your mouth and let your truth ring out, even when your voice shakes.
Standing in the frames of everything I knew, watching memories turn to smoke, fade from view. But they can't burn what's living deep inside. The song that kept me breathing when my world died. They say fire purifies, turns weakness into steel. These scars are just disguise for the strength that I conceal. From these ashes I will rise, like a phoenix in the night. Every tear and every sigh fuels the fire of my flight. You can take my world away, but my spirit's here to stay. Watch me rise again today, from these ashes, from these ashes. My way to pray. voice kept singing through each breaking day. Under bridges on the streets I found my stage. Turned my pain to poetry, grief to rage. When life strips everything down to skin and bone, that's when you learn to sing notes you've never known. From these ashes I will rise like a phoenix in the night. Every tear and every sigh fuels the fire of my flight. You can take my world away, but my spirit's here to stay. Watch me rise again today from these ashes, from these ashes. Every flame that burned me down, every weight that made me drown, became the wings that held me fly, became the strength that made me shine. One more time, one more day, one more song to light the way. From these ashes we will rise like a phoenix in the night.